Okay, let's take a look at what Owen Fox has to say about rhodiola as a natural antidepressant. He calls it the ultimate feel-good botanical. Let's check it out.
It's possibly the number one best antidepressant single herb on the planet. There's other herbs like kava kava, St. John's wort, a very famous one. But rhodiola, I think, is better, and I have read testimonials saying it's better than they tried St. John's wort. It helped, but nothing came close as rhodiola. Rhodiola is one of these amazing superior herbs which are called adaptogens, which do multiple functions. They're very safe to take, and they have profound beneficial effects. Personally speaking, rhodiola is absolutely up there, my favourite herbs in the world. I love rhodiola deeply. It's brilliant for energy, and part of this comes from where it actually grows. It grows in high Arctic, cold climates like Russia, Siberia. There's many different varieties of rhodiola. The most famous one is rhodiola rosea. There's also rhodiola crenata, rhodiola sacra, which is a very sacred Tibetan form of rhodiola. But rhodiola is really actually famous for uplifting your mood, giving you a boost, making you feel well, happier, less stressed, more peace, more joy, and a good spirited in life. Just uplifting your mood, a mood enhancer. Rhodiola is amazing.
Owen looks like he's under the influence of a little rhodiola right now, doesn't he? But he sings the praises of rhodiola as an antidepressant. But the question is this a theoretical effect, or can you really feel it working? Looks like Owen can, but let's hear what he has to say.
So you're getting a bang for your buck. You're getting value for your money. And it's actually a strong herb. You don't need to use too much, actually, to be honest. It's one of these herbs which is very strong. You need smaller amounts. So you'll surely notice more energy and definitely increase in your mood. It's been shown in studies to be very effective for the things that I've mentioned in this video. So for anyone living anywhere, except for if you're living in the tropics like me, I find living in the tropics here where I am in Turks and Caicos Islands, in the Caribbean, the sun is such a massive mood booster, just an uplifter, So rhodiola can be used for athletes or people wanting to have more energy for exercising, or just generally more energy, or to recover from tiredness, fatigue, or stress.
Alright, so Owen says we can really feel it working for depression and for boosting energy and mood, amongst other things. He goes on in this next section to list an entire range of things found in studies that rhodiola does. It helps with fatigue, it helps with PTSD, it helps with endurance and stamina, it's an antioxidant, it helps with cancer, it helps with mental performance, and it's cardioprotective. And let's go back to him and hear a little more about these studies.
Chinese emperors and the Vikings used and valued rhodiola. It's also been shown to boost sexual vigor, stamina, and mental clarity. It says here that after one woman, after taking it after suffering from post-traumatic stress, PTSD, after the trade centres were bombed on September 11, she was on antidepressant drugs for 8 years. She was 35 pounds, she gained 35 pounds and had severe depression. She says she was introduced to rhodiola by a doctor, some kind of doctor, and her depression cleared and she felt energised for the first time in years. It also says here rhodiola lowers C or F levels, which are related to when we're stressed. We produce this adrenaline and corticotropin releasing factor, which is C or F. So rhodiola is scientifically shown to reduce this factor. It also says it helps to revive the libido. So I'm going to share with you some studies and tests. For example, it says here a clinical study in Russia with 35 men with erectile dysfunctions. Imagine that, I didn't even notice about this. 26 out of 35 showed improvement in sexual function by taking rhodiola for 3 months. And physical performance is significantly enhanced with taking this herb also. It says here a study with 112 athletes supplementing with rhodiola. 89% of them showed rapid improvement and heightened endurance in sports. So it heightens endurance, stamina, and reduces fatigue. It increases recovery time. So let me go on to the next thing. It also helps, it's a very powerful antioxidant and it helps combat free radicals. It says here it helps in cancer and tumour also. It says here it helps reduce the risk of cellular mutations. Russian researchers found that rhodiola curbed tumour growth by 39% in people and lowered metastasis by 50%. Metastasis is a second regrowth or a second growth, a second coming of the tumour. So it helps curb the first growth with 39% and it helps stop half of recoming 50% of metastasis. So overall it's increased cancer survival rates. Medicine hunter Chris Killam says Rhodiola rosea offers a dynamic health experience for the herbal user. If you take it, you will feel it. Rhodiola is, in my estimation, the broadest, most remarkable, feel-good botanical in nature's pharmacy. That's amazing, and like I just keep hearing more and more as I research. So I'm gonna have to start taking this more because I only took it a little bit in my life. Like, some herbs you just dabble with. I was taking so many other little trying things. I think rhodiola is becoming my favourite. It says here rhodiola is cardioprotective, so it helps normalise heart rate after intense exercise. It improves the nervous system and mental functions such as memory by increasing blood supply to the muscles and the brain, and also increases protein synthesis. So I also read in the YouTube video I was watching by Dr. Mercola that it helps its strong antioxidant levels help protect the muscles and recover faster from exercise. And in another place I was researching, it increases the oxygenation of the blood, which is brilliant. It's something along the lines of what cordyceps does, and cordyceps is extremely famous, like energy, stamina, endurance herb, which is very famous and very strong fortifying herb. The only thing is, I think right now I'd tend to prefer rhodiola because simply it acts very strongly on the mental emotional aspect, improving your mood significantly. But yeah, I'm a big fan of cordyceps and I use it daily. I use it today. So it says here consumption of a small amount of rhodiola extract significantly improves a person's capacity to absorb and utilize oxygen. That's pretty wicked if you ask me.
So we've learned from Owen Fox that rhodiola is pretty wicked and a magnificent herb with a lot of scientific research that's been done, and we're thankful to Owen for sharing that. And I guess the takeaway that I have from hearing Owen is for rhodiola, if you take it, you will feel it. If you decide you want to take it, rhodiola or cordyceps, which was also mentioned by Owen, we'll have links in the description box below. And we'll see you next time.